Okay, welcome back to another episode of the Day After podcast.
What is up, everyone? And we are back in a new universe. This is why my hair is shorter. But no, we're starting off with our Survivor 49 prediction. This one is a little different than you're gonna hear it. It's what all the YouTubers are talking about. It's This one is very much a stepping stone to 50, especially because we know two of the contestants that are going in. One of them is a likely winner. So I want to be entertained. I want to look forward to this, but Survivor is just really hyping up 50 and really
Yeah.
hey, this too. So this is basically like a prequel for Rizzo and Savannah in in season 50. But I don't want to go in with that mindset though. I want to enjoy the season for the season.
Yeah, I'll also say it's coming off of a very bad season of 48.
I
So
disagree.
this season is not set up at all to succeed. It is set up to just at best seemingly be okay and let's just move on. And like that's just the mindset I think a lot of people are right now is like
I mean, it's still Survivor. I want to look forward to it. There's a lot of game. I think we do have some interesting peeps here. Um, but yeah, also we have we'll get to them when we get to them, but we also have quite a few alternates on this season, which is interesting.
yeah,
But
because two players who were originally cast decided to talk to each other and got kicked off.
yeah, that must suck because that's like an entire huge thing of what if right there.
Yeah, and now you know that they're never going to be on Survivor because they're not going to bring them back after that. So
No, no,
that
no.
dream is crushed.
That must be sad. Anyway, we're
Mhm.
not here to talk about those two. We're here to talk about these 18 people right here. We're going to start off with Alex Moore for the Kele tribe. So, Alex Moore, let me pick up his car. I'm so used to doing it on you doing it on your computer and then me get. So, I'm going to
I
look
know
up on my phone.
I know. I
Or do
actually
you
get
have
a
it?
I get a look at here. I have it on my laptop here. So yeah, he's Alex Moore's 27. He lives in Washington D.C. and he's a political comms director.
Yeah. So, there's also a whole thing of he wants to be the one to break the margarita curse, which I'm like, so that's a goal to have. It's like to break a curse. I'm surprised they did, Ghost Island 2.0 margarita curse. But yeah, um, I don't know how to really take him really. I feel like he might be seen as a threat, but he also seems very sociable, so and strategic. I think it's whether or not people will clock that early on. Because if I'm looking
Mhm.
at the Kale tribe, I can see two or three people being targeted early. I don't think he's the first one to go unless he really rubs people the wrong way, which I don't think he will.
Yeah, I will
But
say
yeah,
he does say that he wants to play like Sam from 47, which at first it's like, oh well, Sam made it to the end, but also Sam was constantly targeted in the merge in areas that he
yeah,
should have gone, but that cast just wanted to be really chaotic and wild in certain parts, and they had Andy who also was totally down to do that. So to make your game similar to that might not work if this cast is not going to do that as well.
well, I think it's more so because I what we remember about Sam is that had a pretty big control over the pre-merge, and then when he got to the merge, things fell apart. However, he was still in it, and he even was open about his vulnerability, even after his number one got voted off. He was like, "Yeah, I need my shot in the dark because it's like." I'm on the bottom and stuff like that. And despite that, and going through um so many rounds and not being targeted. Hold on, my mic is not. Why are you not working?
Yeah, I don't know. I think with Sam, it's I think he goes out earlier if Sierra doesn't get targeted there. I think he is then going to be like if a round an elimination or two happened later on, I think Sam becomes the threat because of his physicality. Whereas at that start, it was kind of like, oh, we have a lot of room to maybe take out Sam. Let's take out Sierra, who's also more of the social person. Um, so I don't know. I have very like if you're gonna base your game off of people from 47, 48, I typically am not going to be super fond of it.
I mean, it is kind of surprising. I see a lot of people here who are basing their games like off of like 40 of people in the 40s. Like a
Mhm.
lot of people. I don't know if it's just like recency bias, but so many like I saw so many Jam Jams, D's,
Yeah.
Rachel. I saw so many people and Joe as well because like you know like so many people mentioned like Joe from
Yeah.
48 in their thing because that's the last
Yeah.
or at least the beginning part that's what they saw.
Yeah, well, I know that there's a long period where they were trying to find super fans, and I
Yeah.
know that they are now trying to go away from that a little bit and bring people who don't know Survivor as much. And so when you do that, you that's when you get the people who just like say people from the last season or the last two seasons, because those are the seasons that they watch when they know that they might be on the show.
Yeah. I will say that if I were to compare like or for like I you know like I would compare myself to be like I'm probably going to play like you where it's messy, but I'm very entertaining and I have to play from the bottom. But like,
Mhm.
I would like to play like Kyle Frazier, you know, like I have played a Kyle Frazier game in one of the online reality games that I have done. So it's like, you know, like there is some like maybe because they're fresh in your head, but like, you know, we all remember the I think also sometimes it's such a go-to answer to be like, oh, I want to play like Parvati or oh, I want to play like Sandra. You know, like use
Mhm.
one of the goats, one of the people on the Mount Rushmore. So I think that's another safety thing they're doing where they're doing as well people from season 40 onward. It's like so that way they're not trying to be like, yes, I'm going to be one of the goats of all time. They're comparing to
Mhm.
someone more recent.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
know
know.
that is one of the criticisms I hear on like our HAP whenever they're doing like or the Survivor specialists whenever they're doing this whole thing is like stop saying you're Boston Rob or Parvati or Sandra because I mean if you're a first time player you're just never going to be at that status. Like you can play the most dominant game of all time, you're not going to be on the same level as Boston Rob, Parvati, and Sandra.
Most of them weren't like that until their like second games too. Like Boston Rob, while
Yeah.
dominating, he also went home right before the jury. Sandra, while who did win and stuff, her game was not as yeah, I would say her game wasn't as flashy as a lot of other winners. But like it's respected, but it's like her first game, I would say her heroes versus villains win was a bit more deserved.
Mhm.
But yeah, so it's like there's those, and like Parvati was like the person was like, all right, she's hot, she's from a popular season, we'll bring her in, and then she kind of like leaned into her strengths of what we saw on Cook Islands, but like dialed up more because now she went
Mhm.
from like prominent supporting character to all right, she's like the main character now, and then yeah,
Yeah, exactly. And I think just in general, you kind of have to be someone who dominates multiple games to become like a legend of Survivor. One game just does not. It's just not a sample size to really tell if this person's a good player or if they were just on a cast that had did not have a lot of good players or strategists or
yeah,
you need a lot of variety.
you do. All right. Next up, we have Jake Latimer. This dude, he is Canadian. He is very I'm just gonna say it. This guy has a lot of like winner potential, though I don't know where where he's actually gonna land because Joe is mentioned so much in here. I don't know if the people know that Joe wins or not, or anything like that, but he is like, like he has a lot of good things. He's like, oh yeah, my son is being born while I'm out here. This is
Hmm.
the last season of Survivor my father is going to watch. Like he has so many like things. Also, Canadians do well on the show. So like I'm pretty high on this guy. What is he? He is he a correctional officer? Let me
He is, yeah, he's a correctional officer.
Yes. Yeah. So I think the dude has a lot of going for him. And I'd say with this team, I feel I feel like he gets to at least merge or earn the merge.
Hmm.
And I feel like that's like how I'm feeling. He at least gets there. I don't see him going pre-merge unless there's like a swap thing and then they're like, all right, we gotta have to take him out because merge is coming. Or he has too many connections on other teams, something like that.
Hmm. Yeah, I think I see Cody in him from season 43.
A
May,
little
may,
bit.
maybe it's the Hawaiian shirt that's really throwing me off here. But I like I can see him being prominent on the season, like getting some more screen time. Like Alex, I'll be honest, I can see Alex maybe not getting a lot of screen time if he's not super relevant. Whereas I think
That's fair.
Jake, I can see them making sure that he's a little more present in the story, as long as he's not like one of the first few people out.
Mhm. Yeah. Um, but I think he's going to be a prominent character
Mhm.
here. He just has a lot of I think he has a lot of positive things going this factor. So
Mhm.
I think he at least makes jury.
Yeah, yeah, very likely. It would be shocking. I also think that his tribe is gonna want to keep him. I think maybe one person I could see on his tribe that maybe would want to go for him, but I don't know if they'll get enough traction for it. But
Yeah. Um, I think it depends on when they go to try. Like I said,
yeah,
sometimes later on, but then again, I believe Sophie is like, oh, I want a meat shield around. If you want that, and you have the biggest guy in the cast here, it's like, well, there's your meat shield, and
yeah,
then you just need two more people for majority on your tribe.
yeah, and
Obviously, merge is
I do think Alex and Jake are going to get along. I can easily see them being like, "Hey, we're the
Mhm.
strength of the tribe. We gotta if you go, I go," kind of situation going on between them.
exactly double meat shield.
Yeah,
All right. Next up is Jeremiah Ing. Uh, he is also Canadian. Uh, these are things I look. If I see they're from Canada,
Canadian.
Canada.
They're from Canada.
Oh yes, this happens to me sometime. He is a manager. He's almost 40. I think he's the oldest dude on his tribe, but yeah. I don't know. I feel he's someone where I think he can navigate this game pretty well. I think I don't know, like I think he can do well. I think he's also positioned. I would say tribe chemistry is going to play a factor, but I feel like he's going to be okay. Like we don't
Mhm.
know how people are going to interact with one another, but I feel like he's going to be doing good socially.
Yeah, what I will notice the first word that he did in the three words to describe you, impulsive. So if there's any kind of gameplay thing, he's just gonna do it. And
Mhm.
sometimes that works, sometimes that doesn't. And a lot of those things happen pre-merge. So I do think there's definitely a world where he gets something on like one of the first few days, a journey or something, does it, screws himself over, and then suddenly is out because he was there to play the game. Um,
Yeah.
but all maybe he just doesn't go on journeys. But also, I mean, if he has any choice of if he can go on a journey, he's also going to try to go on a journey because he's impulsive. He's going to want to do it.
I agree. That that's always the thing. And I mean, like sometimes, yeah, it can go either way. if you are kind of like if we're talking about impulsive, Cody was a little from 43 was a little impulsive,
Mhm.
but it worked for him. It was like,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm going to tribal. I'm gonna pick up this beware advantage. Let's see what we can do.
Hmm. And but that only works because he had two people who were very close to him in Jesse and NECA who literally like made sure that they got the beads for him.
yeah. So like I said, it's okay if you're impulsive. Well, actually, it's a little bit of a liability. However, if you have good support on your team, you can kind of get away with it.
Yeah.
All right. I think I've been introducing everyone.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah, you've just been going for it, and I was like, I mean, yeah, I'll go here. So next up, we got Kimberly Davis. Let me get her thing here.
nickname is Annie.
Nickname is Annie. Where is she? There she is. Okay. Yeah, that honestly that's really annoying, and already I don't like her because of that. Because I had to
Strictly because of
because you go your fucking nickname is another actual name. I mean, I don't
that
know.
happens sometimes.
Yeah,
I
I
think it's because of her like stage name slash band though. I think that plays a factor into it.
yeah, maybe, but I mean she is the older woman on the tribe and is she the oldest woman on the cast? I think she is.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah, she is. Um, but yeah, she's a musician from Austin, Texas. Her hometown was originally Portland, Oregon. Um, and I mean, with this kind of character, you kind of have two routes that she could go. One is she goes out pre-merge because she's a liability to the tribe if they don't do good in challenges early on. And then there's the second, which is the loyal ally who can't win the game but can maybe get far and make it to the end as a zero vote finalist.
I think not necessarily the latter, but my thought was I feel like she knows that target is going to be on her back early on. So I feel like if I think she is definitely going to be like the fourth people can bring in because out of that, like feeling vulnerable and target comes what is it? Comes like loyalty and desperation. I don't think she is, and I think she's a fun character. She's someone that's gonna be like a fun character. Um, she kind of reminds me a little bit of like Carolyn a little bit.
Mhm.
So like maybe she's able to find her way. It was like, all right, we need a fourth. They may underestimate her on the strategic aspect of things as well. So that's always a perfect fourth to get in. So that could be a route for her. I'm not saying like obviously I'm not saying that's how it can play out, but I am saying that is kind of
Mhm.
her condition to go further in this game because yes, it could be very much easily be like, oh, we did bad at this challenge. Let's target the old lady. But I would say Modern Survivor, the new era, they haven't really been going that route too often. So I wouldn't
Yeah.
just write her off like that.
Yeah, I think though, at least when I'm looking at this tribe composition, I really kind of think that Alex, Jake, and Sophie are going to be the ones most likely to stay in the game and run it. And then the other three are basically hoping that they win the challenges or one of the other three goes instead of that. Like I think that that's the most likely route for being on this tribe. So
I
obviously
will say,
we gotta see how it plays out, but that's how I look at it.
and we do. I will say I am worried about the Hina tribe looks like it could potentially be a disaster tribe. Uh we'll get to them, but
Yeah.
it's like I feel like that has potential, which is a shame because I think like there's individually I can see some of these people doing very well on there, but yeah, but usually there's one tribe that just except for like 42, there's at least one tribe that just does bad. So I can see this one being it.
Yeah, I think Hina needs Steven to like be the hunter of the tribe, where he
Yes.
kind of really steps up. I think that's the only that's the only way I really see that tribe not being a disaster tribe.
Yeah. Yeah. But back to Kaylee, I think. I think Annie does. Like I said, they could be that easy fourth. They might see Nicole or Jeremiah as like bigger threats if it's the
Mhm,
Sophie, Jake, Alex core and be like, all right, we'll get in Kimberly because, oh, we have three. You come in, you'd be a number for us.
mhm. Yeah, yeah, it's definitely possible. I think getting someone like Kimberly or Annie would be obviously one of the easier kind of like goes for them. Um, unless like Jeremiah and Nicole are early on saying that Annie is a liability. Like I think that that's the only reason that maybe some of those like early things kind of go. It's like, oh, we can easily do this. Let's do this so that way we have the numbers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
tis possible. All right.
Okay, I'll do these next three, these next two because you had done the first three.
Okay.
We got Nicole Mazzulo. I think that's how you say that name. Uh, Nicole is from Philadelphia and is a financial crime consultant. Um,
All right.
we've already kind of said I don't really think Nicole is going to uh do great on the season personally. I think I see okay, there's a Big Brother player that I am just reminded of when I
See,
see Nicole. Yeah, Izzy.
I played with Izzy. Izzy is awesome.
Yeah, and I think Izzy can be really great, but I'm looking at this tribe composition. I'm looking at what like just them as a player. I just don't know if I see longevity in Nicole. I think I see a lot of pre-merge and maybe if Nicole's lucky, early merge.
I think it really depends if I think it's tricky because I see potential in Nicole. I really do because I also feel like she's going to be someone who is a bit of a go-getter in this
Mm,
game. It's just more so like will tribe chemistry be on her side? I mean, who knows? She may be someone where it's like she could be the fourth for Alex, Jake, and Sophie, or like maybe it's like I can see her being strategic. It's just more so like will things pound out with her tribe chemistry wise.
yeah.
That's always going to be the big concern.
I have just a feeling that this tribe is not gonna want a strategist. I just can't imagine Alex, Jake, and Sophie being okay with having a someone who clearly looks like they're going to want to be playing the strategy of the game.
Yeah, I do. I don't know. Maybe it's because, Nicole reminds me a lot of Izzy that I'm also like
Yeah,
wanting to cheer for Nicole a little bit more, but also like I said, I see potential. I can see, but
yeah,
also like if I see it, other people can as well,
yeah,
especially if we have like I don't want to say popular kid alliance, but I mean like you have three good looking people on this tribe and they'll be like, "Oh yeah,
yeah.
like I don't know if they're gonna do that kind of like role or whatever, but like I can see it happen.
It
Um,
happens way more on Survivor than it not happening. I'll just say
yeah,
that. Whether it's effective or not, it happens.
yeah. Uh, I don't know. I I think the concerns you bring up are very, very valid, but I don't want her to go home early. I think she has a lot of potential in this game.
Yeah, I think if you really want her to do well, I think you should draft her first in the fantasy draft. But
I'll
we'll
draft her maybe second after.
uh,
Hey, if I do that, as long as I get both Savannah and Rizzo, I'll do that for you, buddy.
yeah. If you draft Nicole first, you'll
Pinky promise.
yeah. I promise. I've never lied ever.
No, you're totally honest. They
Yeah,
your real nickname is the Honest Mogwai, not the Chaos Gremlin.
yeah, yeah. Exactly. So you can trust me.
With your most mischievous smile, whatever. Um,
Okay. Well, moving on next to Sophie B here, and I think out of this tribe, She is the most likely person, in my opinion, to make it far. I think I see a lot of upside for her. I think she's going to not have any issues early on. I think she's not going to be looked at as a threat come the merge. Um, and yeah, no, I just see her being very strong. And I mean, she's an entrepreneur. Um, which you have to be able to pitch yourself. So I do think that she has a good chance even at a final tribal council as well.
Yes.
Um, so yeah, I'm pretty high on her overall.
I think she I think she's one of the people where I'm like, I feel like she is a combination of Dee and Genevieve. And she even said like, like
Hmm.
obviously her and Dee have some like similar backgrounds as well. So I think, like I said, Pretty People Alliance, they might try and get that together. And they bring in a fourth, whether it's Jeremiah Kim or Nicole. But I don't know. I feel like it could also be the thing where if she reminds too many people of like D, then she
Hmm.
might get targeted. Maybe not. I feel like pre-merge, maybe not as prominent, or I don't find that as likely. But I feel like once we get to earn the merge territory, then she will probably be targeted there because she does
Yeah.
seem like a strong contestant.
Did
I do think, but
yeah.
that strength also comes from being competent in the game. So yes, you can go far, but I was like, I don't know if I'm also biased because I know, like at least two people. I think that throws us off on our ranking as well.
Hmm.
I don't know if it is for you as well, but it's like when I'm like trying to think of like people to like have on my team and stuff, that does play a factor in my head because I feel like her and Savannah play similar archetypes as well,
Hmm.
where it's
Yeah.
like smart, where like they're smart, they're attractive, they both have an S in their first name,
Hmm.
but yeah. Also,
Yeah.
there's another Sophie, so they might just get rid of one for convenience sake.
Yeah, yeah, they're gonna have to make a Sophie's choice.
Hmm.
Also, did you see like Dee and Sophie were doing content on Instagram together? So they're
Mm.
already just like interacting so I just don't see that they would have been doing that if Sophie's in early boots. I don't know if we're seeing that.
Are you discriminating early boots?
I'm just saying, I don't think that pre-season before the show is even out, that like an early boot would be with one of the more dominant winners of the new era. I feel like she's got to at least make it to the jury phase and have something, like
That's fair.
some reason why she's made it further.
That is fair. That is fair.
Um,
All right, next up is the Hina tribe. And the first one is Jason Triol, who almost wasn't on this season. Uh, he is big into video games as well. When hobbies were listed, it was like every other one was video games. I know that was intentional, but it was pretty funny. He is a law clerk. He's out here in Santa Ana. Uh, I feel like he has some good things going for him. I just don't know how well he's going to do in challenges. I don't know. Like, there's a few things going for him. He's an alternate. I feel like he's one of the smarter people on his tribe. He doesn't look, strategy aside, he doesn't look like someone that he's going to be like an aggressive player going out for too many people. He might be someone that people will bring in, be like, oh, we got you.
mhm.
So I think there's a lot of good things going for him. On the flip side, I could see him get targeted because they might see him as a weaker player or not someone that wants to play hardball.
Yeah, and I mean he's another one who kind of looks like he's a strategist. I mean, when you're a strategist, it's really hard because you either have to lean into being a strategist and then let everyone know, and then you get targeted for it, or you don't lean into it, and people are like, "Oh, they must be hiding something or strategizing with other people. Let's target them." So,
Yeah,
being outwardly strategic is scary. I mean, if you look at a lot of like what you consider like the master strategist, a survivor, they don't outwardly look a lot of like strategists. And the ones that do go out, not they don't make it to the end. They don't make it very far. They get taken out
yeah,
at some point. So Yeah, it's gonna be a tough hill battle for him. But we'll see. It's definitely possible. I think that there's a couple people on this try that I could see go before him. So
Yeah, I agree. I agree. But I don't know. I think another thing too is he also going to hide the fact that he's a law clerk. It's not necessarily
yeah.
lawyer, but you're down that path most of the time. And I also wonder if he's going to have a secret alliance with someone on his tribe that nobody knows about.
And we get 70% of his confessionals about it, and then somehow he wins the game. Yeah, good idea.
Right. Don't knock. Kyle earned his money.
Yeah, but I'm not mocking Kyle. I'm mocking
The
Survivor and
editing.
their shit editing that they did for that season.
That is fair. That is very
Yeah,
fair.
yeah. Um, okay, moving on next. We got Christina Mills, age 36, and she's from Edmond, Oklahoma. She is an NBA career coach. That's an interesting one there. And let's see. Why do you want to be part of Survivor? When season 45 aired, I she wasn't in a good place. So she was like she's a kind of a new fan, you know.
Yeah.
So another one of those ones where I was telling you, like they're not trying to get a bunch of super fans. They are really trying to get people who are either new to the show, or like they just kind of like learned about it as they were in the casting process. Um, I don't know. I'm not super high on Christina. I think her and the next person we'll be talking about are the most likely people to go out. A lot of it because challenges also. So
Yeah.
we're
I
gonna
will
have to
say
see. I know she wants to be like Suri 2.0. I just don't see it. I don't see her being the Suri.
it is possible. The thing is, we don't know how. I know we talk about greatest of all time. I feel like it's how are you going to come across socially? I feel like coach and stuff is going, I feel like it does have skills that will benefit her because she is in that like headspace, even if she's not the one that's able to do it. She is also the other, well, actually, apparently there's three alternates on this tribe, just based off of because like these are the two publicly known ones because they were last minute ones.
Hmm.
The other one is Sophie S. Just because I was looking at the thing and then it was like, oh wait, really?
Hmm.
Um, I don't know if she was an alternate on this season or she was alternate on another season, and then they just brought her back, and be like, all right, you're in this one.
Hmm.
But yeah, so for Christina, it's like it is possible. It's like, but Suri is still up on that Mount Rushmore of great players. So it's like
Yeah.
I feel like Suri hasn't won, so I think that's maybe more of a well, she hasn't won Survivor. So maybe that's more of an achievable one, but it's like also Suri, the reason she may not be great in challenges, but she has to get through that hurdle of
Hmm.
pre-merge first, and then she's good, and that's part of the reason why she can make it so deep into the game. It's like strategic social threat, yes, she is that, but when it comes to the challenges, not so much. So it's like you have to get through that hurdle, and I feel like this team might be losing a lot, and so they may target the two older people first, unfortunately.
Yeah, I think it's pretty likely. And like you said, this has the potential to be the disaster tribe. And if it's the disaster tribe, I just don't see a world where she's going to be making it to the final two of this tribe. If I had to guess final two of this tribe, it's Sophie and Steven.
I would say they are very likely. I feel like, yeah, but I don't want to count out Christina because it's the alternate luck. It's the alternate luck that that's playing a factor for me.
It can only be good so many times, and then it's got to be bad. I mean, this season is the most likely for alternates to not do good because we have so many more.
It's true. It's true.
Uh,
All
okay,
right.
let me get. Oh yeah, you got the next one.
Yeah. Next up, we have Matt Williams. He is a works as an airport as like one of the ramp guys, and he is from Utah. This guy, he does seem like I don't want to say Rupert clone, but he is very much hippie, like bigger dude. I think he seems like he can be a good character, but he could be targeted early just because, he is older. I know, like, I've said this before with like Kimberly. Um, Modern Survivor doesn't always just straight up target the old people just cause, but I feel like if you're on a losing streak, it could be possible. But yeah, I don't know. He gives like fun uncle vibes, so maybe they want to keep him around, but we'll see.
Yeah, yeah. You never know. He could Gabler us. He could be the
He
Gabler of the
could
season.
he could be the allergy one.
Yeah, he says that he identifies with Joe because he's chiseled like a Roman god and that they have a lot in common.
Yep. Yep.
So I think he's gonna crack some jokes, and that might help him maybe survive like a tribal council if this tribe goes. But yeah, he's gonna be on like he needs to get to the merge to have any chance of making it farther into the game, and that is definitely a big question mark on if he is even going to be able to get to that point.
Yeah. It's possible, but
Yeah.
you never know.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. So we'll see. I'd also like. I think if we had a Gabler this season, they wouldn't be bringing back two people for season 50.
Yeah.
And one of them.
I, I would say I don't think Gabler. I get more Rupert out of him.
Mhm,
Um, but and it's funny because we haven't had too many Rupert clones in Survivor.
mhm,
But then again, Rupert is just a one of a kind of guy. But like this is, I think, as close to as a Rupert clone as we get.
mhm. Yeah, agreed, agreed. Okay, next up we got Michelle MC. I, I kind of don't even want to say that last name because I'm going to butcher it. And it's going to sound
It's fine.
really bad. So, insert name. That's not going to happen, but insert here. Uh, we got,
Chiku. Woo. But yeah.
yeah, thanks for
Like
trying.
I wanted to at least get another sound.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So she's 29, currently living in San Diego and is a fitness trainer. So I'm imagining, I mean, as a fitness trainer, she's got to be one of the more athletic people on the cast. But still, I think she's got better chances of doing than Christina and Matt. I would put her probably in the same boat as like Jason. I think if Christina and Matt go, like those two are going to be the ones that are going to be like fighting for trying to be like the third wheel of Sophie and Steven. And especially like as you get kind of like later on into the pre-merge, maybe you do want to take out one of your athletic people because you're about to merge, and it's just like may as well just kind of do it now. So so yeah, it's definitely possible for her to go. But we'll see. Another person who wants to play like D. Um, I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure. I think that there's like a few people that they always tell people watch these people's seasons, and D I think is one of them for this current batch, and I think Joe is one of them for this current batch because you're
Yes.
you're getting like these very like specifically, and sometimes I don't even know if they're like really make full sense. They're just like, oh, yeah, I guess that kind of can work, but not fully. Um, and that those are always, in my opinion, the signs that someone does not watch the show as much as like a super fan who can find like a very obscure niche person from like 10 years ago
Yeah.
who does fully like seem like, oh yeah, this is like that person.
Yeah. I don't know. I see MC as a bit of a well-rounded contestant. Um, I mean, like, I don't want to flat out say disaster. I know we've threw that out a lot. It's just the reason is, and I think this is a headspace we go into all these seasons, is it's happened so many times in the new era where it's like, yeah, odds are it's bound to happen to one. And yeah, I can see them getting an early loss and then not being able to recover because not being able to get flints, not being able to have, like quality of because like usually it's just like if you lose the first one, you're put at such a disadvantage, as opposed to your
Mhm.
other tribe mates or your other cast members that it's hard to make that up. And then also there's less people to do all the work around camp.
Mhm.
So yeah, I'd say I'd say out of if it is Sophie and Steven that are kind of like the ones that are like gravitating towards each other and strategizing, I can very much see them pick up MC because I feel
Yeah.
like she's well rounded enough and like, all right, if we're getting rid of the first three, like MC seems like the one where we can vibe with her pretty well.
Mhm. Yeah. Also, just something I want to point out. Normally in the new era with the disaster tribes, it's been yellow, purple, and we had a green tribe as the disaster one. Hina tribe's
Which is
yellow.
yellow. This tribe
Yep.
is
So
so it's very possible.
I am in the boat that Survivor loves having a disaster tribe for the pre-merge, and I feel I feel like we might be seeing that here with this tribe. Making sure that they have one of those three colors on and put people who maybe will lose early on, so that way this can just be a lot of chaos.
We'll see. But yeah, I think she'll be good because
Mhm.
if they lose three in a row, Jeff is just like, drop your buffs, we'll just switch it around.
Mhm. Yeah, I mean, we hope sometimes. Sometimes they might just say, whatever, let's just keep going.
Hmm.
Because apparently, like it's all decided before the season. Like that, like any swap, it's not decided based off of if people are losing. That's what they say.
Uh, that's what they say, but you've done two seasons in a row, or like there have been two seasons where they lost the first three and then you swap them.
Yeah,
That is a pattern.
yeah,
That is a pattern. So I'm gonna call baloney on that.
yeah,
Well, I think when it happened, we even commented on it. It was like, oh, in case of emergency, break glass, so they just don't have, a Matt Singh situation or
yeah.
Oolong.
It is a little annoying because I think it'd be really interesting to see a tribe go out pre-merge like every single person, just because of like the like it would make that season feel distinct.
Iconic. Yeah.
Yeah, like when Stephanie LaGrosa was the only person to survive from that tribe, like that's the moment of that season that everyone remembers,
Yes.
not everything else that happens afterwards. Like it is literally like that is the moment of the season.
That is I would say, defining thing. That's what something
Yeah,
that sets it apart from. And
yeah.
it's one of the things that made Stephanie such a big legend in the community as well, is that she was able to survive all of that
Yeah.
as
And
well.
I love for us to have a new era person where one person goes back after a tribal council as the only person to their camp.
Yeah.
Like that would just be
Yeah.
so much fun. Like it sucks obviously for those five other people on that tribe that just got destroyed. But like if we want a good story out of it, like that builds an amazing story.
Tis true. Tis true. All right. Next up, we have Sophie Segretti. She's from New York. She lives in New York. She's 31 and she's a strategy associate. She is someone where I think she definitely can do well. I mean, strategy is her job. And I do think she is going to be like not a threatening powerhouse, but like someone on the tribe that's going to be kind of like an anchor, give stability. And so I will say she might have a harder time once merge comes because they might clock her as a strategic threat. But, like she's also someone where she has done a lot of big business deals with like CEOs and stuff as well. She never had to deal with them. So I don't know. Like it depends
Hmm.
on like how deep she is in that because sometimes she even said like she doesn't have any hobbies. And I'm like, what do you mean? I mean, like, I understand being on the grind, but she was like, yeah, I like stuff like Among Us and stuff like that. And I'm like, but what do you mean? You don't have anything you do, just kind of like to chill. So like it's stuff like that where I'm like,
Mhm.
questions me once she goes in the merge. I think she's positioned on her starting tribe, but when we get to that territory, I can sense some danger.
Yeah, I agree. She says that she three words describe as loud, funny, and competitive. Um, so we'll see. I mean, loud is another one that is always a scary thing whenever someone says that they're going to be loud on the season because
Well,
it's going to be great TV because like if you're going to be loud and do stuff like that, it can be great TV, but in terms of gameplay wise, it can definitely backfire.
loud doesn't mean incompetent or like look at Sandra. One of her most famous quotes was like, "I can get loud too," and
Too.
so or
Yeah.
there are
Yeah.
some contestants where they are big person. Loud, you
Yeah,
sorry to
no,
interrupt.
it can definitely do. I mean, even look at Mariano Catch. She pissed off her tribe pre-merge because she was loud. She wins the season, but she pissed them off. If they lose a tribal council, another tribal council, she goes home. She doesn't
She
win the
was
season.
yes, she was very much they did make that apparent on her
Yeah,
tribe.
yeah. So there's definitely like, yeah, you can do good as a loud person, but it also could get you into situations that you should not be in if you weren't loud.
That's fair. That is fair. Also, there can only be one Sophie.
Yeah, yeah, Sophie's Choice. I
Exactly.
I do I wonder if one of them will go out early. There's like a part of me that wants to just because having to distinguish them throughout an entire season super annoying.
It's just saying one other syllable,
Yeah,
B or
but I
S.
sometimes I just want to say Sophie's doing this, and then I have to go back and be like, oh, I mean, no, Sophie B did this, and like, and if they're having a conversation with each other, Jesus Christ, I don't want to have to go back and forth between that.
You're just lazy.
I want my characters to feel distinct.
I
If
think
you're writing a script, you don't have in your main characters have the same name. Like you just don't because
tell
it's
that to J.R.R. Tolkien. Well, no, yeah, but like, I get it. You want people to have, but I mean, sometimes it just be like that in casting,
yeah.
and
Well,
that's just how it is.
there are times when people have the same names and one of them actively chooses a nickname.
Yes,
And I'm not seeing that here. So as far as I know, none of that neither of them have decided to get a nickname. They are both going out there as Sophie.
they might get one throughout the season. You never know.
Yeah. Yeah. None of them have purple in their hair, so we can't call them Purple Sophie. Um,
Hmm.
maybe if one of them gets no content, we can call them Purple Sophie.
Purple Sophie, potentially.
Yeah. Uh, okay. Next up and last on the Hina tribe, we got Stephen Ram, who is a rocket scientist, age 35, currently living in Denver, Colorado. Um, I have I'm assuming he's going to make it to the merge at the very
Yes,
least. I would be shocked. It would like this tribe loses everyone if they take him out early. Like
they
this tribe has no shot of surviving without Stephen Ram. Um,
they
I'm
need
curious to
him.
see. I am curious to see how his outdoor skills are as a rocket scientist. I'm sure he's not that well versed in it. Um, so that could obviously be what maybe sets them off onto being a disaster tribe, is they don't have anyone who's super like physical in the outdoorsy areas that you usually need. But in terms of challenges, you got to have him. I think he's going to be really smart. I think he's going to definitely be a threat. I see like final eights him being targeted and being in a lot of danger from that point onwards. But I think he's going to get to that point.
What I can see also happening, it's kind of similar where not like like he's a decent looking dude too. He good looking. He might when merge comes, he might gravitate more like in the Kaylee tribe, the Alex, Jake, Sophie. And then he was also also rounds him out. I was like, I don't know if he's gonna say, yeah, I'm a rocket scientist.
Yeah.
So it's like, what profession is he gonna say?
He's going to say like teacher. I think he's going to say teacher. That's my guess is he's going to say
That's
teacher.
usually the default answer people give. which I'm
Especially if
like
if you're in any kind of like
academic field.
academic field, teacher is the like easiest one. It also makes it seem like you're good with kids, which endears you to a lot of like people with kids as well. So it's like it's the easiest way to just like instantly get bonus points without even having to really do anything.
Yeah. It's I mean that's another thing like and I mean like even with like Jason like he said it's like oh law clerk. I do wonder with Jake if he's gonna correctional officer sounds pretty formal,
Hmm.
almost cop-esque, so I wonder if he's gonna hide that too. So
Yeah,
we'll see. We'll
yeah,
see.
it's definitely possible. But if there's one person on this tribe to make it to the merge, I'm gonna bet on Steven.
I think that's pretty fair.
Yeah.
All right, next up is the Uli tribe. And yeah, funny enough, I get to I get to or do you want I'll go first. So first up we have Juwan Pitts. Let me pull up his card. I made little cards. He's a film editor. He's some of these people. So little trauma dumping to the people at home. I'm almost 30. Uh, and there are some people that are younger than me in this cast. I'm like, when I first looked at his age, the dude is 28. And I'm like, if I was like, what, you're younger than me? But
That is pretty wild. Yeah. Yeah, no,
um,
I'm 29 or I'm about to be 29, so I'm literally in the same boat.
yeah. So no, I think he seems like a smart, cool player. I think he's gonna this tribe specifically with tribe chemistry. I
Mhm.
think this is a tribe I can see not going at all. I can
Yeah.
also see, unfortunately, one of the guys I like, I'm pretty sure if they go to tribal, Nate will be targeted.
Hmm.
Um, but because it's kind of like a similar situation. It's like I will say, I know the specialist said this is a very nerdy tribe. I would say there's a lot of good or nerdy tribe, nerdy cast. I would say there's a lot of good there's still a lot of good looking peeps on this tribe as well. Juwan is one of them. And so it's like, I don't know, will the pretty people stick together? I feel like also he's out in your LA. He seems sociable. I think he's gonna do well when we get to the merge. I'm sure he can find his niche, but I do think kind of like in similar with a Steven Ram, where it's like he will be seen as a threat around that mid-merge portion.
Hmm. See, I think that Jawan and Nate are going to be best of friends because Jawan's a video editor and Nate is a film producer.
Yes.
I feel like just natural they're gonna like definitely be
Yeah.
playing together. Um, I can see Riz God also being super just into, all the stuff, he's a content head, like he
Yeah.
loves that kind of stuff. You pull in Savannah, that's a four right there. So
That is a four.
I think there's definitely room there, but like you said, I don't I think this is maybe one of the stronger tribes like all around. Like I think the Keeley tribe has Alex and Jake who are physically stronger than everyone on the Uli tribe, but their other four players are not as strong as collectively
I
as
wouldn't.
everyone is here.
Well, there's physical strength. There's also like because obviously the win condition is completing the puzzle at the end.
Yeah.
And also like there's also other skills that's like balance, agility. How fast are you at untying knots? Which I think Sophie and I don't know how physical Kimberly is, but she's wiry, so I can see her doing pretty well at those as well. And we don't know how Jeremiah or Nicole how there are challenges or when it comes to puzzles. So it's like
Mhm.
you never know. I never like counting people out. It's just I do keep an eye out for Disaster Tribe, but I think Uli has is probably the most well-rounded. And well-rounded is usually you can rely on more, especially when
Yeah.
it's a three tribe format.
Yeah, if you can consistently get seconds in these challenges, like that's great. Like you don't have to even be the best tribe in every challenge. You just gotta not be last.
Exactly.
And yeah,
Exactly.
I just don't know if I see this as like finishing last unless some things go extremely wrong in their challenge.
Agreed. Agreed.
Okay. Talked a little bit, but next up we got Nate Moore, who is 47 years old, living in Hermosa Beach, California, and is a film producer. He does like Marvel stuff, right? That's what I
He
remember.
does.
Yeah, that's what I know about
Both
him.
Black Panther movies, he mentioned in
Hmm.
he mentioned like those were his babies.
Yeah,
Like
and you
stuff
can
he was like
and you can
re-
tell he knows Survivor because he's saying that he wants to play like Earl Cole from Survivor Fiji, and they're definitely not giving Earl Cole as a name to go see as a as a season to watch to prep
yeah,
yourself for Survivor 49.
especially because like yeah, I say that's a it's not a popular season.
Yeah.
So like that is definitely something like yes, he is a huge fan. He's the oldest one by far in the tribe, so that's why I'm a little worried because he does
But
stick out a lot.
he doesn't exude old energy. Matt
Mm,
Williams exudes old energy. Kimberly Davis exudes old energy. Nate Moore seems like, oh yeah, maybe he's like an uncle. Like,
I
but
can
he
see that.
he doesn't give like I'm not scared that Nate is going to be a liability in the early challenges. Like he just doesn't exude that for me.
He doesn't. I think I don't know. Like I know I've mentioned like it's usually New Era they don't. Maybe because I care, but I can see him get to the merge. I just feel like I said, I'm not worried about this tribe going
Mhm.
as often or at all. But I think if I'm looking at everyone else, he is someone that does stand out. Now, that can be a good thing or bad thing. I think maybe it's just worry, especially because we have two people returnees
Yeah.
coming from the
Yeah.
next on this tribe. That has me a little worried.
I don't think he's like making endgame of the season. I'll let you know that. I don't think it's that deep, but I do think he's merge mid merge. Like I'd say mid merge is where he is going to cap out is around somewhere between like 10 to 8. Like that's probably where I kind of envision him falling in the season.
Yeah, yeah, I agree.
Okay, I know
Uh,
you're excited for this next one.
all right, next up we have from Survivor 50. Um, which it's just because the internet found out. It's not that Survivor officially said it. It is Rizzo Rizgod Velovic. He's a content creator. He is 25. He's New York, right?
Yeah, I
So
believe so.
yeah, and yeah. Oh, he's tech sales as well. So this man, he already has eyes on him just purely because he's going to be in 50. Also, anyone that goes by Rizgod has attention on them. So I was looking at stuff. Seems like a cool, like nerdy dude, who also likes sports as well. I think the thing is, like, I see him making six, and then they'll be like, all right, maybe we need to get rid of this dude, because he's playing the game super well. Um,
I think he's winning the season, Ryan. I think he is the must pick first person to get picked on the season, Ryan.
you need to get better with your bullshit. That is very much like your tone. I know it's joking.
What if I'm
And
goading you into thinking that so that way I get Rizzo?
um if if you truly feel that way, um then you have nothing to worry about because you get to choose him for your first
I
pick.
I know he's my first pick, but he should be first pick overall.
I feel like it has to be one of the two. The thing is it's like so if you look at the projected like the tribe divisions, it hasn't been officially announced, but that's what internet found out. It is something where they have a new era winner on two of the tribes and they're not together. Rizzo is on the tribe with Kyle, I believe. And so that has people speculating that Savannah is the winner of this season.
Yeah.
So,
Which, by the way,
not saying,
if that's true, bad in everything. I hate the season, but go ahead.
yeah, it is one of those. It's something where that may be the case. However, that is just a theory,
Yeah.
a
It.
survivor theory. But
Yeah, we're not Matt Pat.
no, no one can replace Matt Pat.
No, they
Anyway,
tried, and have you seen the Game Theory's channel? It's like dead,
I
basically.
I still watch well, I watch mostly like film theory and food theory. I feel like those are the two I gravitate most towards.
Mhm.
And I like the host, but like Matt Pat just had something
Was
about him.
Yeah.
I would say like out of the four newbies or like the four replacements, I would say Santi is probably my favorite, but
Mhm. Yeah, well, he was the one who was already kind of on the channel as MapPat was there, so he kind of is a little better. But
well, I would
I
say
think if you look at
him and
like the channel,
Amy.
it's like 50,000 views for a game theory, which before, well, I mean, there
Yeah,
it was getting millions, so it's a crazy drop off that channel has had.
I think they knew that going through, but
Yeah,
it's still keeping them employed, which is good.
yeah.
But yeah. Anyway,
Riz God, let's go. First pick overall.
for you,
It could be you. Could be you.
it
You don't
could
know.
be.
You don't know if you're gonna pick him.
I'm I've already decided who my first pick is going to be. So, and I will tell you, it is not Riz God, despite what the entire Aura community thinks I would go for.
It would
I
be
said
it would be like in your person. It's actually gonna be really annoying that I'm gonna get Riz God and not you because that's like your personality.
that
Is
is
this
not
is
my personality.
this guy is you.
I have not said he's more like no.
He look at him. He looked side by side. That is
He gives
you.
he gives me
Oh
more
my God. That
Josh
is
Pick.
Yeah, and you were like, "Oh, he's just a Neo clone." You're literally said that he was like you.
No, maybe, but like it's just that he had a lot of similarity. No, Pickle is very different than me. Like it's
I'm
like
not saying gameplay. I'm just saying purely look at you face to face, looking at each other.
he looks more
You,
like Josh Pickle.
I'm not. Who cares about Josh? But I'm looking at you, Ryan. Your face. I have moved your camera so that way I can see you guys side by side, and man, you guys look identical. You guys could be brothers.
I'll give you we could be brothers. It's also because I just cut my hair, so like
Yeah, yeah.
that might play a factor.
You're trying to be a Scott. That's what you're literally trying to get him as your first pick. I think.
Joe, what do you think is the likelihood that this is actually going to work?
Uh, you want the truth or the funny answer?
I'll take the funny answer.
100%. Let's go.
Uh, okay, but yeah,
Okay. We'll move on next to Sage, Arens, Nicole's, and she's the person who I think is actually I think she's the most in danger of going home on this try personally. Um, it could she could do something, but she's 30, she's lives in Olympia, Washington, clinical social worker. I just think she's going to be too much. I just don't know if I don't know. I'm just not getting like her going deep vibes. I'm getting very much pre-merge vibes from her.
I don't disagree, but I feel like she can play into it.
Mhm.
Because she does seem like she is a very quirky person.
Mhm.
Um, and I think it depends. I feel like there's a lot of quirk on this tribe, so maybe it can work. But um, I don't know, like Sage, I don't want to count out. She's also former military. I feel like she is someone that could very much be underestimated, but not like an overly, because like there are some people where it'd be like, oh, don't underestimate them because of their demographic and stuff. I feel like she's someone where because she could give off like Kendra from 45, since 45 is like
Mhm.
the buzz is kind of like the buzz, the hot season for all these people to like kind of like draw back from.
Mhm.
Uh like she could come off as kind of like a Kendra, but I feel like she's someone where she'll lean into that because obviously it's like you want to hide how good you are. I can see her, if anything, I feel like she might play a similar game to me, where like she's gonna play dumber than she actually is. People are gonna underestimate her because she's silly and goofy, and then people will be like, "Oh shit, whoops." I do feel like I I feel like if this goes two tribes, I feel like her and Nate are probably going to be targeted.
Mhm.
Uh, but I don't know. I don't, like I said, I don't want to count anyone out. Um, I'll be honest, this is my favorite tribe, and I think on paper I really like her. I like a lot of this tribe, but I'm like, because like if I were to, because when I did organizer, she was lower on the list. I won't say exactly where she is, but she is low.
Yeah.
Um,
I mean,
but
you
yeah,
can tell me, Ryan. You can tell me exactly so that way I can put that into my notes.
I'm just gonna say she is. You even said you don't have a high opinion on her,
Yeah.
so I'm just saying that I agree.
Yeah.
But there are some things about her where I'm like, well, maybe not. Um,
Mhm.
Maybe it's because I like this tribe. I don't want to see anyone go, and that's kind of like similar with Nate. I'm like a little optimistic, but we'll see.
Mhm.
Or like worried, but like at the same time, it's like, but there's this.
Mhm. Yeah, we'll see. I feel like the kind of she's got some of that like hippie chick energy. I feel like I mean, occasionally you get the Kenzies that do really well, but I feel like a lot of times you do get the Kendras. You get some other people who go out premier. I feel like a lot of them who are in that kind of archetype do end up going out early because they just don't mesh with the tribe. Maybe this tribe just wants to be very competitive, and she's having fun, and that's gets you out.
Maybe, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. Like I said, I don't
Hmm.
disagree with you because, like I said, she's low on my list.
Yeah,
But I think maybe kind of like similar to like Nicole, where I'm like, I wouldn't count her out. I see potential.
yeah. Fair
All
enough.
right,
Fair
next
enough.
up,
Okay, the number two overall draft pick. Let's
the
go.
winner of Survivor 49, according to a giant theory on the internet, is Savannah Louie. She is a former reporter. She is from Atlanta. She is 31 years old. I think they brought this up on the specialist. It's like if we didn't know who was coming back, she is someone that does have a lot of star power, it looks like. She does seem like modern day, but I'm not I say modern day as in like a first time player or like introduced this generation. A modern day Parvati, where like I
Hmm.
know we said Parvati clones before, but this girl kind of like gives off that energy. I think if, like I said, there's that bias because we know she's going to be coming back, and but I feel like she definitely, I think it's tough because I want to say
Yeah,
more other than this, but it's like we know she's gonna do good. I can see her if she's not the winner. If let's take to the account that maybe they just really like these two contestants, the winner is someone else. I'd say still she makes it deep. I would say she makes it to either six or finale.
yeah. I mean, I know she's gonna with the Rizka. I saw a picture of them at a ballpark together. Like, there's no way that they're targeting each other pre-merge. Like, that's just
No,
never. They're not gonna be on opposite sides pre-merge. They're gonna work with each other, however the alliances shake out. They're probably gonna be working with each other for most of the game. And the fact that they're going on to season 50, I just feel like, yeah, I mean, yeah, it's
They're going to be an iconic duo.
yeah. And they're gonna reference it every confessional, and then I'm gonna get really mad that her entire arc is that she's secretly aligned with the Riz God. uh,
It could be a subversion of expectation show. You could actually win with Riz God.
it could happen, but also you could pick Riz God, and maybe you could win with Riz God.
I could, but Joe, that's not fair to you, mostly because you've heinously lost the last two.
Yeah, and which is
It's
why you should pick Riz God.
so I can win three in a row. Actually, wait,
but
you have won three in a row. There was
have
44,
I?
45, and 46.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I did three in a row.
So, I
But
mean,
to be fair, my two losses though have been very huge losses.
well, 47 in the sense that you had no one in final eight, which is impressive. And then,
I had no one in final six and 48s.
uh, yeah, and then your winner pick went out first.
Yeah, yeah.
It's
So
it happens.
yeah,
It,
I
it,
wish I was recording when Stephanie opened her mouth the first time on that season. I was like, no, no, dear God, no.
I was starting to get a little nervous for you too because she wasn't giving winner vibes, and then like, okay,
She was given first boot vibes the second she was on screen.
yeah, it is unfortunate. So they're splitting up the Bryson wins. There's a New York party and a Los Angeles one. I will say the New York one looks way better.
Mhm.
And Stephanie will be at the New York one. Unfortunately, well, not unfortunately, but you show a really big party and you see like a medium-sized party. I want to go to the big party, especially because
Yeah.
Stephanie is there and she needs to know. Um,
Uh,
anyway, uh,
I'll take it. I'll take it. Whatever. This season, I don't even consider if this does end up with Savannah winning, scrap the season. Get rid of this because
you're just
it's
so bitter.
telegraphed.
You're
It's
just
just
very
you know what? I think I have a new rule. So now first pick goes to who lost the draft last time.
no, no.
It would be more fair. It would be more fair.
Are you talking for season 50?
I'm talking for season 49.
No, neither. There's too much on the line, Joe.
I mean, I will take season 50 because I will be losing this draft because you're going to pick Savannah and I'm going to lose. So I'll take that.
Savannah may not be the winner. There's just a big theory online that a lot of people are going with. And naturally,
Yeah.
I feel even if that theory wasn't around, I feel like we would still be targeting these two to begin with. I'm not going with the Riz God, even if I didn't think she was.
I think if this theory wasn't around, you would 100% pick Rizgod,
No,
because you would be so excited for Rizgods. I don't think
I
Savannah
used it
would
a
be
little
on your
bit in
radar as much.
2024. I used it a little
Yeah.
bit in 2024.
Yeah, but just in general, I know you, Ryan. You would love to have like you want to root for Rizgod, and so you'd want him on your team. If we knew nothing about season 50, we know things about season 50, so that's got to change your perception. And that's okay. That it makes sense, but that's just how it is.
You need to work on the gaslighting skill.
I'm not gaslighting. I'm telling you the truth.
Anyway, we have one more person to announce, and
Yeah,
I'll
yeah,
let you.
yeah. It's Shannon Fairweather, age 28, from Boston, Massachusetts, and she is a wellness specialist.
Yes,
Um, yeah, I mean, I do think that her and Sage will probably get along. They kind of have some similar like interests and stuff, but I don't know. I just don't see her also making it super deep. Um, so we're gonna have to see. You never know. Could do well,
I
but
I kind of disagree. I
Hmm.
feel there's like this interesting story about her because her parents owned a bar and Boss and Rob would frequent that bar. So I feel like there's this like interesting story there. She also, it's kind of like 47, she kind of gives a little bit of Caroline vibes as well. So maybe it's someone where I'm not, she kind of makes it, she's kind of able to get into like that mid-merge area. She's not seen as a big threat. I don't know. I would say I'm positive on her. I'm not like someone where I'm like, do I think she's going to win the game? Probably not, but I wouldn't count her out. I feel if they lose, maybe they target her, but I don't think it's likely.
Yeah. Unfortunately, her name is not Rizzo or Savannah, so.
Yeah, yeah, I understand. All right. So, with that being said, we went over the entire cast. Now, all right. So, we can't even say because we're doing this before we're recording this before our draft. So,
Yeah.
I can't even ask who you are rooting for because that might give.
I'll,
But
I'll, yeah, I'll let you know. My draft strategy could be very different. I could pick someone early on who I thought was saying that they have a 0% chance. You never know.
you're gonna go with you're gonna go with people. You're gonna do your 44 strategy because you're
You,
desperate.
you don't know that. You don't know that.
I'm going to start it. Here we go. And
Okay.
yes. So each tribe selects a representative based on first impressions alone. Kelly tribe selects Sophie B as representative. Hina tribe selects MC as representative. And the Uli tribe selects the Riz God as representative.
Of course they
Each,
do.
of course, each leader must select one player from their tribe to help make them a decision. Sophie chooses Annie, MC chooses Christina, and Rizgod chooses Jawan to help. All right. They can take a clue with the hidden immunity idol or small bag of beans, or they can take a large bag of beans for their tribe. Sophie and Annie take the clue for the Keeley tribe and the for the hidden immunity idol and the small bag of beans. Uh, MC and Christina do the same, and all the tribes do the same,
It's all
as you
about the
should.
idol. Yep.
Exactly.
It's
All
not even
right.
really a choice because at least like you can say, hey, I chose the bag of beans for us. So
Yeah. All right. So nothing here. Nothing here. Just idols being hidden. Who wins immunity? All right. The Hina tribe wins and the Uli tribe wins. That means Kele will be going to tribal cancel. They also win fit. Well, Uli wins Flint and Hina tribe wins a fire making kit. All right. So Jake and Annie find something in common, and that's all we're gonna learn.
yeah, that's all.
All right.
Even
That's
though they're going to tribal.
precisely. No one has found the idol yet. So Christina and Sophie have a major fight, and it has a lasting impact. Christina and Matt have a major fight. It has a lasting impact. MC and Steven have a minor disagreement, and that also has a lasting impact. So yeah, no
A
kumbaya.
lot of discourse, especially from Christina. But look at that, Nate.
Nate finds that Uli hit a mutie idol, and yeah, it can be played at tribal council before the votes are read. He has it. He's impressing the rest of the team. He was like, "Yep, I found the idol. Big whoop." Sage and Shannon have a major fight. It has a lasting impact, and then we see the Uli tribe alliance number one with Jawan, Nate, and Sage.
How funny is it going to be if Rizgod and Savannah go out pre-merge?
Yeah, it would be something. Our prediction, Brantsteele, would be very, very wrong.
Yeah.
All right, so we do see the head of someone here,
Yeah, yeah.
unfortunately, but
Sophie.
doesn't mean they're going out. Who do you think um is eliminated here?
Um, I'm just gonna say who I think is likely here, and I'm gonna say Nicole.
You know, just because devil's advocate, and then also just because I see her head, I'm gonna say Sophie.
I think
So
that's a fair choice.
Anyone
It's
else?
a Sophie's
Anything?
choice.
Well, the first vote is for Sophie. Second vote is for Sophie. Third vote is for Sophie.
We know who this is.
Fourth vote goes to Jake.
I don't think that's who you should have chose, Sophie.
Second person, or second vote goes to Jake. That's three votes, Sophie, and two votes, Jake's. One vote left. And the first person voted out is obviously Sophie. And Sophie, the tribe
Damn.
has spoken.
Man,
All
is
right.
that why
But
she got to go on Instagram with D? She went out so early that she went straight to D's house.
precisely. All right. So
Oh,
Jeremiah voted for Jake as well. So he is on the outs. All right. Let's see. Idol is still hidden, no alliances. Idol is still hidden, no alliances. There is an idol here that has been found and an alliance. And then the Uli tribe wins immunity again. They win a fishing kit, and the Hina tribe wins immunity and they win a spear. So Kele is going back to tribal. All right.
yep.
They have an alliance. So Jake and
Oh,
Annie bond slightly, and it's an alliance between Alex, Jake, Jeremiah, and Kimberly.
so
So
Nicole is
Nicole is going bye-bye here.
yeah.
All right. Sophie S and MC have a small fight. And yeah, Nate still has the idol. Juwan and Rizgod have a major fight. And Jawan leaves this alliance. Savannah is injured, but gets treated and can
Oh my
stay in the
God.
game.
If they predicted episode 2 medevac from Savannah.
All right. So we see, I'm
Okay,
sorry,
yeah.
my screen is okay. If we do this,
Oh,
hopefully that fixes it for later. All right. So I think the writing is on the wall here. It is Nicole.
yeah, 100%. I mean, if it's not Nicole, then we were given an alliance for no reason.
Precisely. So I'll read the votes. First vote goes to Nicole. Second vote goes to Jeremiah. Third vote, Nicole. Second person voted out of Survivor 49 is Nicole. That's three. That's enough. Yeah, that was very, very heavily advertised.
It
And
telegraphed it very early.
yep.
But now these four need to win because if they don't win, they are
They got
going.
they got some decisions
Yeah,
to make.
yeah. Because like right now, if they go into a merge situation, at least they have each other's back. But if they have to turn on each other now, then it's going to be chaos amongst them.
Oh, 100%. All right, and Alex finds the Kaylee immunity idol. Good job for him. And then, oh, something's happening with this alliance. Who's leaving? Oh no, no one.
No, nothing.
Forget they save that for the next one. Idol is still hidden, and then idol, and then alliance. Who wins immunity? Oh
Oh
no.
my gosh.
Kaylee goes back to tribal council. Uh, so Ule came in first place, and they get a tarp and comfort items. And yeah, Hina just wins a tarp. What happens on Kaylee Beach? All right, as we know, Alex has the idol. Jeremiah and Annie have a major fight, lasting impact. Annie has a major meltdown. I see her down here. Does she quit? She
No, it
has
hasn't.
another major meltdown. Oh my God, we're seeing her again. I'm just doing it a little slowly. And he almost quits the game as a result, but
Oh my
decides
God.
to stay.
What a tease. What a
And then
tease.
she leaves
And
this alliance.
well, I wonder who's gonna go.
Uh, she just knows. I feel this might be the California girls right here,
Yeah.
2.0
Oh my
between
God.
Alex, Jake, and
The
Jeremiah.
girl the girls really are getting destroyed on this tribe.
Yeah. All right. Steven Ram finds the hidden immunity idol for the Hina tribe. All right. And Christina MC have another or have a minor disagreement. Jason and Sophie find something in common. It has lasting impact. Sophie has a major meltdown, and a new alliance forms between Jason, Matt, and Sophie. And then what happens here? MC works hard at camp and becomes tired. Okay. So Savannah has a major meltdown, and then alliance forms between Jawan, Nate, Sage, and Shannon.
Oh, so everyone but the two people on 50.
Yes. Oh, oh my God. So we just saw it's Kimberly.
Mhm.
It's Kimberly.
Yeah, it's gotta. I don't know why
So
Alex is wasting his item.
I don't know. I'll read the votes. First vote goes to Alex. Wasted and he got a stray vote. Next vote goes to Annie. Third vote goes to Annie. And then Annie, you are the third person out of Survivor 49. 3-1.
This could be a good move by Alex because now Jeremiah and Alex can work together to vote Jake next.
That is true. I believe there is a tribe swap here, though.
Mm. But
Uh,
I mean, they
no,
don't know that.
there is not.
There's not. Okay.
All right. So not looking good for Kaylee tribe. Yep. All right. Alliances and idols. All right. Who wins reward? Oh my gosh. So
That
the
tribe
uh the
sucks.
The Hina tribe wins 3 hens and 1 rooster, and then the Uli tribe wins 10 eggs, which is unfortunate because like that's not even a dozen, and a dozen would be more evenly
Yeah,
distributed. Thank you for my TED talk. All right, can Kaylee pull out a win here? They
they
do.
do. Oh, and now it's gonna be a Rizgod or Savannah going.
Yeah, it is the Hina tribe and the Kaylee tribe that won immunity. All right, Alex and Jake have a minor disagreement. All right, Steven and Christina Bond-Sonley. And then, all right, what's happening here? Nate and Shannon find something in common. Jawan and Savannah have a minor disagreement. Nate and Sage have a small fight, and it has a lasting impact. All right, close your eyes because I have to zoom in.
I'm not closing my
Oh,
eyes.
all right. So,
If you also go up to the like three dots up there, you can zoom in, and you don't have to keep doing that every time. You can
all
zoom
right.
there. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Oh, wait,
Hmm.
did it
Yeah, yeah,
work?
yeah.
We'll go with this for now. All right. So,
Okay.
who do you think is going here? I know
I
Rizzo,
think we're
or
losing Savannah. I think we're
it
losing
seems
Savannah.
likely. All right.
Yeah.
Nate will use the Uli tribe hidden immunity idol on himself. Any votes will not count. First vote goes to Savannah, another wasted idol. Second vote goes to Risk. Oh, we are losing one of them. This might
Rocks,
be the
rocks, rocks, rocks.
we have a bit of a sidebar right over here, scroll bar, so it is possible. Second vote goes to Savannah, or third vote goes to Savannah. Riz gets a another vote. That's 2-2. Fifth vote goes to Riz God, and then Savannah gets the sixth vote, and it's tied 3-3. They can't vote for each other. There is a tie. There is a
It
revote.
doesn't look like we're going to rocks because it's not big enough, to be honest.
All right. First vote goes to
I
Riz
think it's
God.
it's going to be Riz
Second vote
God.
goes to Riz God. And Riz God, the tribe
Oh
has
my gosh.
spoken. They just wanted to. They were like, "Screw this! They're getting all the attention. We are getting rid of one of them."
Wow.
All right. So, Juan
Brantsteele,
originally
I will let you know you are wrong with this prediction of where Riz God's ending.
very much so. All right. So Juwan voted for Spana first, and then changed to yeah. This was very much to flush out an idol. They voted for Rizgod. Rizgod voted for Savannah. Sage voted for Rizgod. Savannah voted for Rizgod. Shannon swapped from say, or it's so many S names on this tribe, from
Yeah.
Savannah to Rizgod. All right. So now we have a twist. Tribes will be dissolved. Hina tribe will be dissolved and it will be a 2-2. All right, so on the Keeley tribe, we have Jake Latimer, we have Jawan, Jeremiah, Matt, Shannon, Sophie, and Steven. And on the Uli tribe, we have Alex, Jason, Christina, Michelle, Nate, Sage, and Savannah. All right.
Okay. Alex is a bit of a swing vote there, but also Savannah was kind of also getting votes there, so potentially
Target
she wants to
Nate.
go against Nate and Sage.
Yeah, that would make sense. All right, on here, Idle stays safe and with dang it, I'm blanking on the name. Ah, so the Kaylee hidden melee idol is currently hidden. Steven has a Hina tribe idol from the tribe that no longer exists. All right, alliances. All right, the Uli tribe hidden immunity idol is currently hidden. Alliances, which is mostly Nate and Sage. And then the Uli tribe wins reward. They win cooking supplies, sausages, and rewards won by Hina tribe in past challenges. Let's see. It fuels them for immunity. Uli wins
Hmm.
immunity. So Steven has the hidden immunity idol. The Kaylee one is currently hidden. Matt and Shannon have a major fight. It has a lasting impact. Jawan and Shannon bond strongly. It has a lasting impact. Jawan and Sophie have a small fight. It does not have a lasting impact. All right. And the Kaylee Tribe Alliance number one, the first ever alliance, dissolves.
Yeah, I mean, makes sense. They were literally about to turn on each other, so.
Yeah. All right. Hold on. Let me fix this. Yeah. All right. That's better. All right. Uli Tribe, hidden immunity idol is currently hidden. Jason and Sage find something in common. It has a lasting impact. Alex is impressing the rest of the team. Alex and MC have a major fight, and a new alliance forms between Alex, Jason, Christina, and Savannah. And Alex works hard at camp and becomes tired. All right. Who do you think is going here? I think it might be either Jake or Jeremiah,
Yeah,
just
I can.
because
I think Jeremiah is going to try to throw Jake under, and Jake's going to let them know that Jeremiah and Alex were trying to take him out, and that Jake's now a free agent. So I'm going to say Jeremiah goes here.
I agree. All right, it's time to vote, and no one stands. First vote goes to Jeremiah. Second vote goes to Shannon. Third vote goes to Shannon. Fourth vote goes to Shannon. All right, fifth vote goes to Jeremiah. That's 3-2. Jeremiah gets the sixth vote. So we are tied 3-3, Jeremiah Shannon, with one vote left. And the fifth person voted out of Survivor 49 is dun dun. It is in
Oh,
fact Shannon. 4-3, the tribe has spoken.
that's
That
wild.
was that was surprising. All right, so Jake voted for Jeremiah, Jawan voted for Jeremiah. Jeremiah obviously voted for Shannon. Matt voted for Shannon. Shannon voted for Jeremiah. Sophie voted for Shannon, and Steven voted for Shannon.
Yeah,
All
Jake
right.
tried. Jake was trying to get Jeremiah out.
He did the best he could. All right, so Kaylee tribe. Um, Steven has the hidden immunity idol for the Hina tribe. Kaylee hidden immunity idol is still hidden. Let's see. All right. The Uli tribe hidden immunity idol is currently hidden. Got a few alliances here. And the Kaylee tribe wins reward. They win beef stew feast with hot chocolate, watching sea turtles lay eggs. That's pretty cool.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah.
Now, does that inspiration get them immunity? Because Kaylee tribe has been to all but one tribal council. Ule
They're
tribe wins
going back.
immunity. Oh
Run it
no.
back.
So, good
Oh
news for
my
Jake.
gosh.
He found
That's
the hidden
huge.
immunity idol.
Yeah,
Very good
that's
for
that's
him.
pretty that is pretty massive for him right now.
Yes. So Jake has the Kaylee one, and Steven has the Hina one. Sophie and Steven have a small fight. Steven is impressing the rest of the team. Jake and Jeremiah are bonding strongly, and it
Oh,
has a lasting
interesting.
impact. And then Juwan is injured but gets treated, and he can still stay in the game. All right. Jason and Savannah have a major fight. It has a lasting impact. Alex and Sage have a major fight. MC and Sage have a small fight. And who's leaving? Jason will leave the Uli Tribe Alliance number 4, leaving just Alex, Christina, and Savannah. All right.
Okay. Jake
What?
should honestly just play his side. He should. He was on the
Yeah,
bottom. It's either him or Jawan, probably, that the rest of them are going to target. He did get in with Jeremiah, though. There's a chance that that has put the target on Jawan instead of Jake, and Jake can hold his idol for another round.
that makes sense. We could see another split vote here. Um, Only one way to find out. All right. So Steven will use the idol on Jawan,
Oh,
and no votes against Jawan will count. Now, will Jake play his idols? Nope.
no. That's
I'll read the
could be bad.
votes. It could be. First one, Sophie, another wasted idol. Second vote goes to Sophie. Third vote goes to Steven. Fourth vote goes to Steven.
The drama.
Fifth vote goes to Sophie. And Sophie,
Okay.
you are the sixth person voted out of Survivor 49 with 4-2. The tribe has spoken. So looks like the only person that voted with her was Matt. Yeah,
Wow, that's great. Another wasted idol. These people suck at idols.
they
They,
do. They
uh,
do. All right. It is time to earn the merge. Well, I mean, like, I think in this simulation,
wow, you called it Ryan is super awesome tribe.
I did. All right. So this is what happens when you give Ryan the controls.
Yeah.
So what are we thinking so far? Who's looking good? What are your thoughts?
Well, well, I think Alex, Jake, and Jeremiah for just being on that first tribe that absolutely sucked and managing to still be here at the merge is pretty impressive. Besides that, I mean, Savannah, she managed to get herself out of a sticky situation. She's in an alliance now too, so I think that's doing pretty good.
I will
Steven
say
just wasted his
asterisk.
idol.
She was
Yeah,
winning a lot, so that's kind of easy.
yeah,
She did find
yeah.
people though.
Yeah. She's in a better spot than the one tribal she went to. So she's doing good there. But I think right now, yeah, it's hard to say for most of these people because a good chunk of them haven't even gone to a tribal. Like MC hasn't gone to a tribal, Christina hasn't gone to a tribal, Jason hasn't gone to a tribal, and they're also not really being shown doing much. Like they're kind
No,
of around. Christina got into fights in one episode and then like disappeared from her screen.
yeah, I think you summed it up pretty well.
Mm.
All right. So the Ryan is super awesome. Tribe hidden media idol is currently hidden. Jake is the only one to have one from the pre-merge. All right, alliances, and Jawan wins immunity. All right, so the Ryan is super awesome. Tribe hidden immunity idol. That is a mouthful. Why did I do that to myself? It's currently hidden. Jake has the idol. All right, Alex impressing the rest of the team. Nate and Sage bond strongly. MC and Steven find something in common. And the Ryan is Super Awesome Tribe Alliance number one has Alex, Jake, Jeremiah, and Christina. And then Christina rests at camp to restore her energy. I'm not
Okay.
sure who's going here.
It could be anyone. It could even be that alliance that literally just formed. Like that's not numbers. Like they can still go there. So this is gonna be a crapshoot.
I will say maybe the new Uli tribe might just start and target the people that weren't there just because
Hmm.
we have the majority. It's the first vote. So yeah.
Yeah, it's possible.
All right. So Joanne has a necklace. Jake has the KLA tribe hidden immunity idol. Time to vote. If anyone has an idol and would like to play it, now is the time to do so. No one stands. I'll read the votes. First vote goes to Savannah.
We lose
Second
the
vote
fan.
goes to Steven. Third vote goes to Sage. Fourth vote goes to Savannah. Fifth vote goes to Savannah. Sixth vote goes to Savannah. All right. Seventh vote goes to Steven. That's four Savannah, two Steven, and one Sage. Sage gets the eighth vote. That's a 4-2-2. Sage gets another vote against her. That is four Savannah, three votes Sage, two votes Steven, three votes left. Sage gets another vote. That means it's four votes
Yes.
Sage, four votes Savannah, and two votes
Vote off
Steven.
stay.
Two
Vote
votes
off
left.
Sage.
Sage
Yeah.
gets five votes
I I
Sage.
I do think she has a very likely earn the merge boot potential. Earn the merge.
Yeah. All right. And four votes Savannah and two votes Season. And then Savannah gets another vote. And that makes Sage and Savannah tied at five, and Steven gets two. So they will revote. These two will not revote unless no one received votes on the original. All right, first vote, Sage. Second vote goes
Oh
to
my
Savannah.
gosh.
Third vote, Sage. Fourth vote, Sage. Fifth vote, Savannah. That is three Sage and two Savannah. Next vote,
Oh my
Savannah. That
gosh.
is three Sage and three Savannah. Seventh vote, Sage. That's four Sage and three Savannah. Three votes left. Eighth vote goes to Savannah. That's four Sage, four Savannah. Two votes left. Sage gets the ninth vote.
Let's
That's
say
5-4
Sage.
with one left. And the seventh person voted out of Survivor 49 is Sage. Sage,
Wow.
the tribe has spoken.
Did
All
anyone go
right.
from okay, so Jake went from Steven to Sage.
Yep. Let's see. Jason voted for Savannah. Jawan voted for Savannah. Jeremiah was the other vote for
Okay.
Steven
So
and
so
switched
so
to
yeah, it was those
Sage.
the Steven votes switched over to Sage.
Yeah. All right, let me read everything. Uh for vote number two, because that's what we're seeing here, it was for Sage, it was Alex, Jake, Jeremiah, Christina, MC, and Steven. And for Savannah, it was Jason, Jawan, Matt, and Nate. All right. Well, that is the pre-jury fallen angel.
Yep. At least the winner made it to the jury.
She did. All right. So the Ryan is super awesome idol is currently hidden. Jake has the KLA tribe idol. Alliances. All right. Matt wins reward and shares it with Jason, Drool, MC, Jawan, and Jake. Matt shares the reward with four other castaways. They win zip line rides and pizza picnic. And who wins immunity? Jawan
Wow.
wins his second immunity in a row. And then
Oh
Matt
my
finds the
gosh.
Ryan is super awesome tribe hidden immunity idol. Okay, so both Jake and Matt have idols. Juwan and Christina bond slightly. And then who is leaving this alliance? It is Christina.
It's
She does not
Christina.
want to be with the California Girls 2.0.
Yep.
And a new alliance forms between Jake, Jawan, Jeremiah, Michelle, Nate, and Steven. So that is majority there.
Yeah,
So
looking pretty good for all of them. Could be a lot of danger for Savannah, if I have to be honest.
Savannah, maybe Christina or Alex. We'll
Yeah.
see. All right. So I think Savannah has gotten a lot of heat. It's going to catch up with her. I think maybe Alex. Your thoughts?
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's gonna be Savannah. Right now, the girls have been getting destroyed on the season.
That
We're
is true. We
we're
have
down to three girls.
Riz God is the only one that has not made it to the merge.
Yeah, yeah. So if we lose Savannah here, I mean, then we're down to just Christina and MC. And I think Christina could easily be then the next one to go. So this could be really bad for MC, but we'll see.
All right, we shall. All right, Juwan has the immunity necklace. Jake has the Kelly tribe idol. And then Matt has the Ryan is super awesome idol. All right, it's time to vote. If anyone has a hidden immunity idol and would like to play it, now is the time to do so. And then Jake uses the Kaylee tribe idol on Jeremiah.
Is this just what
Interesting.
the Jake and Alex are now being like, see, we both I played an idol for you, Jeremiah. No, I played an idol for you, Jeremiah.
Yep. They're just going back and forth. They know that he's important to their game. All
Mhm.
right. Any votes against Jeremiah will not count. And Matt will play the Ryan is super awesome idol. Any votes against Matt will not count. I'll read the votes. First vote goes to Matt, will not count. Second
First
vote
negated votes.
goes, yes, it's the first time in this game. Matt. Second vote goes to Matt, does not count. Third vote goes to Matt, does not count. Fourth vote goes to Matt, does not count. Fifth vote goes to Matt, does not count. Sixth vote goes to Matt, does not count. Congratulations, you are the first one to play an idol correctly. All right, and then Steven, you get
Steven.
the seventh vote. Christina, you get the eighth vote. That's one Christina, one Steven. Ninth vote goes to Christina. That's two Christina, one vote Steven, two votes left. Steven, two votes Christina,
Oh,
two votes Steven, one vote left. And the eighth person voted out of Survivor 49, and the first member of the jury is Steven. All
Steven.
right.
Oh, interesting.
Idled out of the game. Tree Steven, the tribe has spoken. All right, let's see how this played out. So Jake, Jawan, Jeremiah, MC, Nate, and Steven voted for Matt. Steven got votes from Alex, Christina, and Savannah. And then Christina got votes from Jason and Matt. So Matt is really out of the game. So he was supposed to
Yeah.
be the easy vote.
Yeah,
All
and
right.
he's still here. I mean, I think he was probably the going out next because he just played an
Yeah,
idol correctly.
he could find another one.
Yeah, or win
All
immunity. You
right.
never know.
No, it is
Let's
Savannah. Savannah finds the
go.
Ryan a super idol, super awesome immunity idol, not a super idol. All right. It
If
is.
Savannah wins this season, oh my fucking god.
They brought back. No, Rizgod went back pre-merge and then was like, "Hey, we need at least one pre-merge person on our season."
Yeah.
All right. So
Oh.
alliances. All right. So this one lost a member, unfortunately, but it is majority.
Mhm.
All right. So Oh, black water. At one at a time, the castaways will go through a water obstacle course. Once all members are across, they have to toss a grappling hook to grab a ring. First team to have all five rings win reward. Team one consists of Jason, Jawan, Jeremiah, Nate, and Savannah. Group two consists of Alex, Jake, Christina, Matt, and MC. And Group one wins reward. They win chocolate hut provided by Mars Bar. They win a chocolate hut provided by Mars Bar or Mars Chocolate. Sorry.
Mhm.
You think I would know how to read?
Mars chocolate makes Mars bars, so you're right there.
All right, and Nate wins immunity. This is the first time
Yeah.
Jawan is vulnerable.
I think you got to target Jawan here.
This could be Matt's saving grace, but we'll see how the events play out. Matt is impressing the rest of the team. Jawan and Jeremiah find something in common, and it has a lasting impact. So I still think Savannah can catch some strays here, but she has the idol.
Mm,
Matt just played an idol, and then Jawan, first time he's vulnerable.
yeah. Yeah, I think and also I think Christina, I mean, I think she's on some people's radars too. I would say that those are the four that it could be.
Agreed. All right. Nate has the immunity necklace. Savannah has the Ryan is super awesome idol. It's time to vote. If anyone has a hidden immunity idol and would like to play it, now is the time to do so. And no one
Nope.
stands. First vote goes to Jawan. Second vote goes to Jason. Third vote goes to Christina. Fourth vote goes to Jawan. Fifth vote goes to Jason. Sixth vote goes to Jawan. That's three Jawan, two Jason, one vote Christina. Four votes left. Christina, you get your second vote. Jason gets his third vote. That's three Jason, three Jawan, two votes Christina, two
Make this
votes left.
Christina 333. Come on. Ah,
No, it looks like Jason got
it
his fourth vote, and
it
the
looks like it's
11th
Jason.
and final vote goes to Jason. He will be the second member of the jury. The tribe has
Wow.
spoken in a 5 to 3 to 2 vote.
Wow, talk
Let's
about
see.
being purpled in a season.
Very much so. That whole being an alternate thing did not pan out.
Like, I
All right,
can't tell you one thing that Jason did on this season besides get voted out.
tis true. Well, I mean, he was immune. He
Yeah,
never went
exactly.
to tribal pre-merge.
Yeah, but
All
even
right,
like
so
interactions, I can't tell you a single thing that he interacted with someone.
that is fair. All right, so Jason got votes from Jake, Jawan, Jeremiah, MC, and Nate. Jawan got votes from Alex, Christina, and Savannah, and Christina got votes from Jason and Matt. All right, final nine, halfway through the game. All right, alliances. And then Alex win. Oh, it's the auction, the final auction for over 14 seasons.
Yep.
Alex wins a covered item. It is banishment from the survivor auction. He receives a large box of hidden rations to last him the rest of the game, though. Jeremiah wins fried chicken and waffles. Matt wins a large He got the margarita.
Let's go.
Alex got Alex just got noped and cannot get the
Yeah.
margarita. Jeremiah wins Savlaki. Jake wins steak, wine, and cheese dipping sauce. And then these five people win letter from homes. That is Jawan, Jeremiah, Christy, MC, and Nate. And Savannah wins a advantage in the game, and it is an extra vote. Now,
Okay,
who wins
Savannah.
immunity? Nate wins
Nate's.
immunity. Very good. All right, so her with all the power, Savannah has an idol and an extra vote. Nate has a major meltdown. The burden of winning. Matt rests, restores energy again. He's feeling fine and dandy, even though he had the margarita. Okay. So, who do you I think it might be Matt. He had the margarita.
Yeah, he got the marker, but still, I still think Jawan could still get targeted. You never
You
know.
know, you know, be hilarious
What?
if it was Alex because he
Yeah.
didn't get the margarita.
That's gotta suck if he goes out now too, because he has like just a bunch of rations just buried somewhere around camp. So now it's just like that's just gonna be there and no one's gonna know about
Wasted food.
it.
He could say
Yeah,
something on his way out, but is that likely?
yeah.
Nate has the immunity necklace. Savannah has the idol and extra vote. All right. Savannah will use her extra vote. Savannah will vote one extra time. It's time to vote. If anyone has immunity idol and would like to play it, now's the time to do so. No one stands. First vote goes to Christina. Second vote goes to Matt.
Not looking good
Third
for
vote
Matt.
goes to Christina. Fourth vote goes to Christina. Fifth vote goes to Matt. Sixth vote goes to Christina. Seventh vote goes to Matt. That's four Christina, three Matt, three votes left. Matt receives another vote, the eighth vote. That is 4-4. We are tied. 11th vote. Or wait, no,
Oh my
ninth
God,
vote.
it's Matt. Matt's going.
And the scroll bar has given away the 10th person voted out of Survivor 49 because of the margarita curse is Matt. That is insane.
That is really wild. I love that we had literally just talked about that, talking about Alex now. It happens here to Matt.
The trap is spoken. The margarita. I hope this is a cautionary. They should use this
Yeah.
for I don't know if Dare is still around for kids, but
Mhm.
like be like, hey, this is what happens if you choose alcohol. You get voted out of Survivor.
Yeah. Honestly, Matt's likely to come back for an All Stars because he played an idol and he's part of the Margarita curse now. Uh,
All right. So let's see how these votes panned out. So Matt got votes from Alex, Jake, Jeremiah, Christina, Savannah, and Savannah one more time. And she didn't have to use it.
nope, she did
It was a
not.
6-4. Oh well. And then Christina got votes from Jawan, MC, Matt, and Nate. I wonder why she did that.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, yeah, if she voted Christina instead and used it, then it would have flipped and mattered, but it didn't. No.
Hmm, I would have saved it.
Yeah.
All right. So she still has the idol though. This core alliance of five is still strong. All right, group number one consists of four castaways, and that will be Jawan, Christina, MC, and Savannah. Group number two is Alex, Jake, Jeremiah, and Nate. And who is winning reward? It is group number one, and they will win a sailing trip while eating burgers, bacon, and pie. Who is going to win immunity? Do you have any guesses?
Either Nate or Jawan.
I'm going to say Jawan. Nate wins
Nate
immunity, and
and
MC
MC.
wins immunity. This is water weight. All right. So, Savannah has the idol. Jake and MC find something in common. The Uli tribe alliance of three dissolves. Ooh, I
Okay,
think
interesting.
Jawan might get targeted here.
I think it's fair. I mean, Nate and Jawan have clearly been the two best physical players in these challenges. So for Nate, maybe yeah, you just take out Jawan and say, I'll just bet on myself to win out.
Yeah. Is Nate going to be the is he's going to be the Mike of this season?
Yeah, he might.
All right. So, MC and Nate have immunity. Savannah has the idol. All right. It's time to vote. Once if anyone has an idol and they'd like to play it, now's the time to do so. And Savannah will play her idol. Any votes against Savannah will not count. I'll read the votes. First vote Goes to Savannah does not count. Second vote goes to Savannah does not count. Third vote goes to Savannah does not count. Fourth vote goes to Savannah does not count. She played it correctly. Fifth vote goes to Savannah will not count. Sixth vote goes to Jawan. And Jawan, you are the fourth member of the jury. 11th person voted
Wow.
out. The tribe has spoken. Idled out. I was right, but we got the math wrong.
Yeah, I was surprised that it took an idol to get him out because it seemed like he should have been a very easy, just like, hey, Jawan won those first two challenges with everyone here. Maybe we should look at him. But I
I
guess
mean,
he
he
did.
was in
He
that
he fell off a little bit against Nate, I guess, but like still.
he was in that core alliance. I think that was part of it.
Mhm.
All right, so let's see how it panned out. Yeah, Jake, Jawan, Jeremiah, NC, and Nate. They voted for Savannah, and Alex, Christina, and Savannah voted for Jawan.
Well, that could definitely shake the game up, taking out Jawan there. So we'll see if Alex, Christina, and Savannah can wiggle their way back into this game. I think it's gonna be tough for Savannah because she did just play an idol correctly, so a lot of heat is gonna be on her now. But we'll see.
We'll see. Just want to say, California girls are here in the final
I,
several.
yeah, they have definitely gotten a lot of the screen time.
Mhm. All right, so here we go. Who's running reward? All right, so group number one consists of Jake, MC, and Savannah. Group number two consists of Alex, Jeremiah, and Nate. Christina will not win reward and will not participate. And group number one wins reward. They win the opportunity to deliver supplies to an orphanage and a feast. All right, who's winning? Will it be Nate again? It is
Oh
Nate
my
again.
gosh, that's
Nate
four.
Ford. His no, it's gonna be he has to change his last name to Moore to Holloway because like
Yeah.
he's just running away with this game.
Yeah,
And
well,
the idol
Moore's
is
got four. Moore's got four.
mhm. He's representing for the new universe. He's setting the bar high.
Yeah, and you were worried that he was going to be perceived as like as the one of the older players, and he's out here just destroying.
Killing it. My worries have been well, I mean it's just the
Yeah,
Brantsteele, but
yeah.
they have been
It
rest
seems like maybe you should think of him as your first overall pick.
I'll consider it. All right. So will someone find the Ryan is super awesome idol? No.
Nope.
All right, so Jeremiah and Savannah find something in common. Jake works hard at camp and becomes tired. That's all.
Yeah, that could be big
I
though for Savannah if she gets out of this because she got now in with Jeremiah, and now they're not going to target her. I mean, could be huge.
I think it's between Savannah or Christina because
Yeah.
the California girls are still intact even if they have that four.
Yeah, I think it's likely one of those two, but Savannah might have given her another round by getting in with Jeremiah. That seems to be the key of this game because Alex and Jake are still here, and their game has essentially been play idols for Jeremiah and make Jeremiah feel good with them.
Mhm. Even if it's just wasting it.
Yeah.
All right, it is time to vote. There are no hidden immunity idols. I'll read the votes. First vote goes to MC. Second vote goes to
Ooh, not looking
Savannah.
good for Savannah.
Nope. Third vote
Oh?
goes to Christina. Fourth vote goes to MC. Fifth vote, yeah, goes to Christina. And last vote
No, there's two votes
will
left.
go to Savannah. We do have oh wait, one vote left. I can't count y'all. Um, seventh vote. So it is currently two Christina, two MC, and two Savannah. Final vote, and the 12th person vote out of Survivor 49, and the fifth member of the jury is
Oh
Savannah.
no. Dang.
Savannah, the tribe has spoken. Let's see how things distributed. So it was the California girls that voted for Savannah, Alex, Jake, and Jeremiah. Christina got votes from MC and Nate, and then MC got votes from Christina and Savannah. All right, so this is right before the finale. Okay, so the idol is still hidden. This seems unbreakable right now.
It's just
I
so
mean, they're only
wild. It's so wild that Alex, Jake, and Jeremiah are at loyalties of 8 when they literally dissolved because Alex and Jeremiah were maybe going to take out Jake when they were together, and now they're like, you know what, we're fine, bro. Let's just fucking ride it out.
sometimes you have those hiccups. But yes. All right. So for reward, group number one consists of Jake, Christina, and Nate. Group number two consists of Alex, Jeremiah, and Michelle. And group number one wins a reward. They win a helicopter tour of Nicaragua and a surf and turf meal with wine. All right, will Nate pull out another immunity win? No,
Oh,
Alex does.
oh,
The
this is
other more.
Nate's going. No, there's
The
no way
other
Nate
more.
survives.
Yeah. All right. And MC
Oh,
finds the Ryan is super awesome idol.
yeah, yeah. Nate needed one of those two things, and he didn't get either.
Nope. All right. So events. Christina is impressing the rest of the team. Jake and MC bond strongly.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, he's gonna push Christina, but I don't think that that's gonna. I don't think he's got the
I think
traction.
Christina is likely because that's alliance of four. The only time they lost a member was an idol play. I think they're pretty tight. So I think Christina, because then that gives Jake and Jeremiah options going into
Yeah.
finale.
But also, look, Nate is the only OG person from his original tribe. Um,
That is true.
so
I think it's been so long that it doesn't matter as much though.
we'll see. I think when you win 4 immunities in a row and then you lose one, it's kind of like now or never.
I think it's definitely between Nate or Christina, but we're about to find out. So MC has the hidden immunity idol, Alex won immunity. So it's time to vote. If anyone has a hidden immunity idol and they'd like to play it, now is the time to do so. And no one stands. That means that MC has guaranteed her spot into Final Four if she is not voted for. First vote goes to Christina. Second vote goes for Nate. Third vote goes to Christina. Fourth vote goes to Nate. Fifth vote
Yep.
goes to Nate. And you called it, Joe. 13th person leaving us and joining the jury from for Survivor 49 is Nate. Nate, the tribe has spoken in a 4-2 vote.
I mean, well
All right.
played. Well played for Nate. He did a lot. But once you lose a challenge as a comp beast, you're like on the chopping block.
Only person that voted with Nate was MC.
Mhm.
All right, the final five. So, thoughts going into this finale?
Um, it's hard to say. I don't think Christina's gonna win. I think has pissed off some people at certain parts of the game. I feel like she's being targeted, but I don't think it's gonna be like she gets the end and like, oh wow, you survived being targeted and we should give you the win. I think people just want to get rid of her. That's why they're targeting her. Um, MC's been pretty quiet, but she has that idol, so maybe something can happen there. And then yeah, the California girls kind of feel like they're just this conglomeration, which happens a lot of times when you have just like an alliance that all does everything together. It's like, how do you distinguish who's doing what? I'd probably go with Jeremiah just because at least Alex and Jake had to like waste idols to get in with Jeremiah, and Jeremiah has gotten them to stay here.
I think that's pretty accurate. I would say also Jeremiah, that the thing that kind of puts him up to Jake, from Jake because they have a similar game is also that Jeremiah, or like that's the thing that kind of puts him above Jake because there is
Mhm.
finding an idol. There's a whole other thing when people are have idols played on them when it didn't
Yeah.
matter. I will say Alex can play a different angle because he was on the Uli 2.0 tribe and so
Mhm.
was able to make more friends on the jury that way. So it is
Mhm.
possible.
Yeah, Alex's best move really might be getting in with Christina and MC and taking out Jake and Jeremiah because then he gets all of the credit from that alliance.
Agreed. All right. So MC has the idol. All right. And alliances. Who is going to win the first reward challenge or the final reward challenge? My bad. It will be Jake. He wins reward. He wins an advantage in the next challenge, and along with their a day camp with a loved one. So good for him. It's probably his dad.
Mhm.
Dang. Or maybe it's his wife, and then they bring the newborn. I don't know if newborns can fly.
Uh, I don't think so. I feel like they wouldn't bring out a baby. I feel like when we had like the winners at war, the kids were at least like able to walk around and do stuff.
Yeah, yeah. All right. So Alex wins immunity
Okay.
despite Jake's advantage. So this is the last round for MC to use the idol. Christina is impressing the rest of the team, and then Jeremiah works hard and becomes tired around camp. That is all we get.
Okay. I'm gonna say
I
Jake goes. That's my guess is we lose Jake.
I think it still might be Christina. I think she's the only one that's not like really aligned with anyone except for Alex. And I
Mm,
feel like these two are running the game right now, and Michelle and Alex are both tight with them.
okay. We'll see. We'll see.
So this is the last round to use it. It's time to vote. If anyone has a hidden immunity idol and would like to play it, now's the time to do so. Does she want to pull off a flex at final tribal and be like, yeah, I didn't have to even play it? She decides not to do the flex. No votes against her will count. First vote. Oh,
Oh,
goes to MC.
oh.
Does not count.
Could be
Second
bad for
vote.
Jake. This could be bad for Jake.
Yeah, goes to MC. Does not count. Okay, well, all right.
Oh,
So Christina gets the third vote, but technically the first vote. Two votes left. All
wow.
right. And the 14th person voted out of Survivor 49, seventh member of the jury is Christina. That is enough votes. So, yeah, it was,
I think Christina MC fumbled this very hard. I think that they had the opportunity.
yeah.
Oh,
Uh, so Alex is on the outs. It depends. Do California girls want to stay together or are they really sticking true to MC? But if Alex wins immunity, I think that's it for MC.
yeah.
All right, here we go. Because you see, they seem more overall more loyal here. There's that one loyalty of eight.
Yeah.
She's not so sure about it. Who wins? Final immunity. It is Jake.
Oh, okay. California girls, final three.
I would love to see that, but I don't know. Jake is impressing the rest of the team. Jeremiah and MC bonds slightly. It has a
Yeah.
lasting impact.
Yeah, there's not even forced fire making in this one, so it's just a straight up vote.
Jeremiah has a major meltdown. All right. So it's between Alex and Michelle. I would like the California girls to make it, but if Michelle, I don't know. I feel like they have, she has played a pretty strong game.
Yeah, I think they just get rid of her and because otherwise it's going to be two people who seem like they have similar stories against someone who has a very unique story. I think in that situation you always go, let's just have the same story, but try to differentiate each other at Final Tribal Council.
Yeah. All right. It's time to vote. First vote goes to MC. Second vote goes to Alex. This could show how this is going to shape. Third vote goes to MC. And MC, you are the 15th person voted out and the eighth member of the jury. The California girls have made it to FTC.
That is wild. They went to the first three tribal councils.
They did, and here they are. You kind of called it. You kind of called it.
Yeah.
All right. So out of these three, I feel it's probably Jeremiah.
I think
I
Jeremiah deserves it, but I think Alex and Jake might be big. Like they've did some flashier stuff in terms of like the late game stuff. So there is that chance. Whereas Jeremiah was a little more like behind the scenes. So if
Mhm.
Jeremiah is able to do a good final job of council, I think Jeremiah should win. But I could see it being any one of these three.
I agree. I think regardless, we have a great winner.
Mm.
All right. So the winner will be revealed. First vote goes to Alex. Second vote goes to Jeremiah. Third vote goes to Jake. Fourth vote goes to Jeremiah. Fifth vote goes to Alex. Sixth vote goes to Alex. Seventh vote goes to Jake. One vote left. And then Alex, you get the eighth vote, and you are the winner in a 4-2-2 vote count. Congratulations, Alex. You are the winner. Very nice.
Congrats, congrats. I mean, managed to pull it out here. Yeah, good on him. I'm assuming Jeremiah must have not sold his under the radar game well enough.
But at the very least, these two were playing the game together the whole time, and then Alex
Hmm.
was out making different alliances. It could be that Jake and Jeremiah had that majority alliance the whole time.
Hmm.
So if we look at here, we see that Alex has Jason, Christina, Nate, and Savannah. MC and Steven voted for Jake, and Jeremiah got Jawan and Matt. And Sophie
The
got fan
first boot.
favorite. Sophie V. Wasn't she the first
She
boot?
was the first boots.
All right. Well, I mean, that's why D got the seal of approval there.
Yeah.
So yes. All right. And let's look at stats. Nate won the most challenges, both in immunity and just in general. All right. And then votes. Savannah got 20 votes. She now has the record for Universe 1, Universe 2.
Yep.
And then yeah, Jeremiah did get most strategic. Jake was in second, and then Nate got third. And then six different people found an idol. All right. So that is
Seven,
it for
seven,
now.
seven different people.
So I can't count. Anyway, that is it for this video. I'm really
Mhm.
excited to see how this season pans out. Especially, I feel like doing our simulation gets me excited
Yeah.
for the season. I
But
know 49 is not the most anticipated. I think it's
mhm.
even worse than 39 in the sense of like hype for it
Yeah.
because like they've revealed the cast and everything beforehand. Survivor has made a bigger deal out of it since 46.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but
Yeah.
I think we'll be well, we're in for Survivor. We're in for a fun time.
Yeah, we're definitely in for a time. We'll see how fun it is. But
So
before
negative.
Ryan, since normally I'm the one in charge of it and you're the one watching, I think we need to have you do an alternate universe.
Oh, okay. So I will resimulate. All right, in this side universe, go to finale. Oh wait, see, no, it's reunion, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
All
reunion.
right. And it
It
looks
would have
like
been so.
Sophie would have won. How did this play? And Savannah would have won fan favorite.
Is Savannah first
So
boots? Oh no, Savannah
it
was
went
sixth
to
place.
Jawan.
Riz
So,
God would have done even worse.
oh yeah. So like it would have gotten decimated. The Uli tribe would have gotten decimated
Yeah.
until it was just Savannah and Shannon.
Honestly, I like our universe better, so
I
our
agree.
timeline. So
I agree. All right. That is it for this video. I hope you all enjoyed and stay tuned for our Survivor 49 coverage.
yep, adios, and we'll see you in the next one.
Peace.